when the thing goes live. What will the VOD viewers think? Honestly. They're gonna look at this and they're gonna say, whoa, well that explains everything. This malignant little amateur screwing up his shot on second number one, I tell you. How dare he? How dare he? How dare he? How dare he? Hello, Luke Johnson. Hello, Baltan2. Bags, Crystal, It's a Kitty, Cocaine. That is my new single coming out in the next 30 days or so, depending when the Spotify deal goes through. What's up, Logos Miner? You've read my mind. Hello, Easem93. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Redline. Welcome. Robot Link 101. I'm always having a normal one. What else is going on here? What's going on? Kirby Fan Prime never clicked so fast. Hobby Ninja here for clear bags. They're off screen. They're off screen. The clear bags are here. I swear to you, you'll see clear bags. I can't blow the main event like immediately. Oh, nice. You got Harrod and Scourge. Those folks popping in here. I don't want to distract you from your Zoom class. That's more important. There'll be a VOD of this because YouTube does it automatically. So don't if you're not able to tune in live because you got stuff to do, then you got stuff to do. It's all right. The bags are empty right now. We're gonna be filling bags later with bodies. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So what I wanted to do now, I'm gonna reveal something about myself. Okay, I'm a little weird. Okay, settle down, because I always film packaging so I can get rid of the packaging, but I like packaging B-roll. I have fun filming packaging B-roll. It's a little thing. I have gigabytes upon gigabytes of packaging shot for toys I've not reviewed, because I like filming packaging. So I'm going to film the packaging for some toys I got in the mail, but also because this Goomba has a tab thing. I wanted to document the first couple transformations live just so we see if it happens or not. Packaging has a purpose. It's so my toys get to me nice. Also, it's going to highlight this artwork that, like, once upon a time, I'd have been like, yeah, this artwork will just be on a TCG card, so whatever. But that's not going to happen. But no, I like packaging B-roll because it does serve a purpose. It lets there be obvious imagery for the first 30 seconds of a video review I make that is not wholly critical to what I'm saying, but still occupies enough space so there's visual interest whilst I introduce what I'm talking about, etc. It's one of my favorite things. At least one friend of mine didn't believe me when I was like, no, I have all my packaging filmed all the time. I have very well organized as well. Admittedly, not on enough hard drives. I still might lose all that footage one day, but the fun bit was you know, I had fun doing it. That's the important thing. Alright, so the other thing about the tab that I do know is that if it breaks, it doesn't matter. But it's just like, I want to know if mine breaks right away, or if, you know, I have a magic cheat or... anyway, I gotta do some packaging filming, so you're off to the side. This is what I'm filming my packaging with, my nice camera. I don't know if you all noticed, by the way. Also, I have not published a single Studio Series review, but every single folder with the, for Studio Series, 6+ shots of B-roll I do for packaging, they're all nicely organized and ready to go. I actually shot the packaging, and then I shot the backdrop. There's the 3 shots I do for the backdrops, so that I can then get rid of the backdrops, because they kind of suck. But I want to document them, because, you know, that's how you roll. So, I don't know if anyone noticed, but when I've been filming anything that had this packaging style, do y'all notice that, like, the video starts like this, and then that, and then over and stuff? I do that all the time. No one notices, but it makes me really happy. Let's do a montage of just the backdrops from Studio Series. Anyway. Oh, my camera looks Lego Technic compatible. Possibly. This is a small rig cage that lets me screw things onto it. Oh no, I don't put them back in the box and put the box in the closet because the box feels too nice to throw away. Studio Series almost got me. But then they had inconsistent box sizes that did not match a numerical lineup, which was the perfect way to destroy all of them. So I don't have any of the packaging anymore. Anyway, I'm going to film my packaging B-roll quickly here, and then we'll pop Cheetor open, see how he feels. I don't use any of the audio on this packaging B-roll, so, you know, I can just yammer. Oh, I want to get the name. Show off some of this nice artwork, because no one will ever see it again. I'm probably going to talk at some point during this First Kingdom video about, like, you know, how there's no window. There's just that tiny little portrait. What else is here? It says deluxe. I got that. Oh, I want to film this at least once. Yeah, do right by that poster. This poor poster got leaked in the most potato fashion. Unjust-worthy of its quality, in my opinion. Where's your name? It's sideways now, damn it. 20 steps. Document it all. Actually, since this packaging's like, they got rid of the trays. Cheetor's sideways. There's sideways right there. Since they got rid of the trays, I do want to document the lack of a tray on at least one of them. So we'll do a little trick. Doing a little trick here. Alright, I shook the camera. I'm going to cut on the shake so it looks like the packaging tore itself open. It'll make sense. If I ever actually write the script for this and ever actually do a video for this, it'll make sense. One day I will do videos for them all. Nothing is ever behind me unless I've gotten rid of it. But I actually have an entire video filmed from 9 years ago for a toy I sold. I just never wrote the script, and then I discovered from that experience, actually, I have a lot of trouble writing a script for a toy that's not in front of me. That's why I've multiple times had someone say, like, hey, do you want to just, like, film all the B-roll for this, then write your audio later? And I'm like, I can't, unless I have it in front of me, unfortunately. So this will look like the packaging shredded itself off, I'm sure. What are you all saying in here? Hello, hello, Arbitrary Hero. Hello. I missed a lot of hellos. I apologize. I have a super chat from K Noah. Hello. Oh yeah, I still keep in touch with Crit a lot, but she's in another country. So right now, especially, it is highly unlikely. Well, not even from being another country. Right now, especially, full stop. It is unlikely anyone will ever be back in a future video of mine until we wouldn't potentially die from it. Due to the medical pandemic. I keep hearing that I'm going to get demonetized on a video if I say the word pandemic, and I keep wondering if that will actually ever happen, because I haven't noticed it happen yet. Everyone's an intern that's in one of my videos. You might not be aware of it, but, like, Cameron, if we ever actually, like, film some, TCG gameplay together on Octagon someday, you will be an intern that day. You don't know it, but, like, everyone's already signed it. Y'all already signed it. You just don't know it yet. So I gotta do my push-in for the sake of this cut. Oh, there's no tray. I'm saying something witty about there not being any tray, and oh, what's this thing? A line-wide gimmick? I better pull that thing out and just cut to another piece of B-roll. Oh, I gotta show this too, actually. I get the PSA out there of check the divot. Check the divot. Alright, let's get my card out. Optimus Prime. I heard this is like basically 80% of them is Optimus Prime. Oh, that looks pretty on a camera. Hey, what part is the sticker? What's the... Oh, I see. It's this film here. Oh. It's pre-peeling itself on the corners. This is where I would stick the camera for a normal tripod shot, but I can work around this. There we go. I gotta film the removing of the sticker. Lock focus. I'm gonna not talk during this part because I would like my camera, my good camera's audio to pick up the Foley of the sticker peel. Because I'm into that kind of thing. Actually, I had to close. I have my balcony door cracked open for some cool air, but I can hear it. All right, that's better. Here we go. He's dead. Now I can be an absolute monster and put the sticker back on because I don't know what to do with it right now. And this seems like the best place to keep it. Uh-oh, I got a wrinkle. Oh, there we go, I fixed it. Okay. Oh, I also want to film these instructions because these look better. Aaron, I saw you were in there. Look at this. Look at that. Contrast and it's bright. Oh, it's so nice. And they're big. It's so nice. They listened. Alright, gotta take some instruction B-roll now. Again, I'm gonna stop talking so I can get all the nice Foley of the ASMR paper noises. There's my nice B-roll that I filmed. Alright, let's cut this cat out of the box. I almost said out of the bag. It's not a bag. And let's see if he breaks. How are we gonna... That's all backwards. Oh, I have a super chat. Nagito004, that sweet sticker action. Thank you kindly for the super chat. I feel like I might have missed another super chat. And I don't know how to tell. I'm gonna just scroll up till I see the other one. Okay, this is far enough. It must have just been the two. Is it? Oh, I know it's my super chat. There's like a little total up here on the phone interface, and it converted it to Canadian dollars, and I was like, how do I have $8.95? Thank you guys kindly for the super chat. This is, you know what, this is silly. I'm making my life harder. First we kill the tape, then we free the tail. That's 100 times easier. Okay, get rid of, well, don't get rid of these, but I don't like these little half chunks of locking bindings to go flying all over the place because I like to collect it all together. Do some of that Kids for Saving Earth. How'd they get those in there in the first place? Oh, there. I say again, how'd they get those in there? Oh, okay, I see. How complicated. Oh, I haven't held a Kingdom toy yet. Oh, this is so fun and novel. I gotta straighten his wrists. Ooh, he's all tight in things. I don't know exactly how all the bits are supposed to orient. But I'll figure it out eventually. I haven't watched any videos either, because with mainline Transformers, basically, I want to pick it up usually if it's a new mold. And I enjoy the fresh experience on mainline stuff, so I kind of stopped watching videos of them. I'm going to move this a little bit more over here so I can see the chat again whilst I'm messing with this. Oh, he's quite tight. These do not feel floppy. They might look floppy, but I think it's partly because they're big. All the joints feel quite good. Like, this inherently, I think, looks floppy just because it's a large, long thing. A lot of large, long things inherently look floppy. That's some life advice from me to all of you. Alright. Where's your piece? Here's your piece. I'm supposed to hold it this way? How boring. Ultra gear! Alright, I'm gonna, just to be, you know, a really good safety person, I'm gonna use these nice fancy new instructions. Oh, they do have him holding it the fun way. Okay. Sit right down there. Ultra gear! It's me, your friend Cheetor! I saw them burying someone in the backyard, the neighbor. I saw it with my telescope. Dad, don't leave me here. How do you work? How do you work? Look at all this stuff moving. I'm so pleased. What do you mean exactly by rotate this up? Okay. Oh, that's, I think, that's where the thing. I saw them burying it in Bill's house and Tom's house. Marjorie. They're killing the neighbors. Oh, this is the bit. This is the, okay, I see. This is where it all happens. There's the tab. I've seen that. Oh, yeah, can you open the cat's mouth? Yes. Someone opened it too wide. I didn't notice the cat mouth was already open. Oh, man. Oh, man. I just want you all to soak it in. We'll just leave it like that. That's normal. Okay. Oh, no. The instructions say... Oh, no. They're just saying to tab them off of that thing. They're still doing that thing I don't like, where they're like 180 degrees. And it's like... Oh, you mean physically turn it 180 degrees. Anyway, let's see if the tab snaps off. Oh, that tab literally does nothing. It doesn't lock, it doesn't clip. Yeah, that's a meaningless tab. There's already stuff hanging out there that would cause this to go together. I don't know actually how you could break it off, really. I guess if you pushed up on this, it could break off. I actually don't really understand how the tab could break off. Whatever the case, the tab does nothing, so we're all safe. I closed his mouth. If useless tab, then why tab? I would assume that tab once upon a time did something, and then by the time it didn't do something, enough of the toy had already been designed, it would have been more expensive to remove the tab. From my layman's understanding of how some of this stuff goes. Lots of panel rotating here. Ooh! Ooh! I see. That's cool. That's cool. Look at all that disappearing robot there. Oh, that's a good noise. Yeah, get some of that paint on plastic creak. Oh, it's adorable. Alright. Finished transformation. I'm really good at this. so good at what I do. There was more. Obviously. Damn, that's cool. There's a lot of transforming mass and not a lot of transforming motions. I like that. Where'd the robot go? I don't know. But this cheetah is very cold. Someone should warm those poor legs. Look at all the frostbite back there. Oof. Oof. How the kitty pose like a kitty. Oh, there's joints and stuff. There's not like a billion joints. And that doesn't twist. That might be how people are breaking the tab. To be honest, I think he looks okay from behind too. Like, this is still cheetah, and this is still cheetah, and you gotta, like, open the legs to see that stuff. And so if you leave the legs closed, it's not like a superposable cheetah, but it looks like a standing cheetah. That's cool. Oh, Brickball guy got there before I did. I can't even do the joke anymore. It's not even funny. It's not even funny anymore. I'm putting the instructions in the instruction bag. Oh, it's too far away. I don't want to get out of my chair. All right. Oh, Eric, I just saw you in here. Hello. Yeah, there does not seem to be any clear plastic on our little retro Ian Corlett. So for now, I'm just gonna jam this back in here. Throw these plastic tabs back in. Well done. Well done. I got some more packaging to film though. So if you'll excuse me, I can keep chatting. I got 2 toys in the mail today. I doubled up. I think soft plastic is freakier than clear plastic, Redline, because soft plastic feels like it's in a permanent state of, I was gonna say physical decay. It feels like clear plastic will crack, and that's it. Soft plastic is like, I don't know what it'll do. It'll just do something I don't like eventually. Alrighty. I'm gonna film your packaging next. Now, this was going to be a cool TCG card one day. Yeah, I want to demonstrate the faction stuff on the top of the packaging. I'll do that one in the Black Arachnia video. I'm standing up. Well, I can't take the Tedimus, I can't take the stickers because the stickers are all of Optimus Prime. I already have Optimus Primes in the TCG. It's not the same. Easy, the tab did not break off yet. But I actually don't entirely understand how it was breaking off. At least if mine is how they all work, because it's not even locking into anything. It's just resting. So I don't know. Oh, I get it. It's not this. It's not there. It's when it goes past Cheetor's head. Because Cheetor's got this big forehead crest. That's what's snapping the tab off. That's got to be it. Okay. Yeah, Eric, that's the mystical tab that always breaks off. It does nothing. It's just there. So it's fine if it breaks off. But it's Cheetor's forehead crest that does it. Hang on, we gotta... It's you! It's the forehead crest. That is pushing up on the tab. So if you're not applying certain pressures, then when you're folding this down, the tab is getting snapped off by that forehead crest. That's got to be what's going on. Case closed. Just call me Detective Conan Gillis. Alright, that's all the packaging photos I gotta do for BA. So I'm gonna crack open BA, see how this figure is for a hot second. That's right, Boltan, I am Detective Colongelus. I get my hands up I stick them... Nothing, you can't hide anything... Because hands will go up the colon. Actually looks really freaky right there. Dan Gilly, the tab broke on mine transforming from robot mode to cheetah mode. It broke when unpegging the cheetah head from the chest. Really? What was that doing? Hang on, I want to see now. I want to see what it could have been. I have to know. I'm not transforming this toy for fun this time. I'm transforming this toy to get to the bottom of a murder. The murder of a tab. Oh, boy. He was looking right at me that time. Do the music. Boosties! That's something that the Canadians get that. That's for Canada. That's for Canada. All right, what? Oh! Oh, it didn't break off, but I see. Oh, there's no way you don't break that. All right, new evidence. New evidence. Hasn't broken yet. How did I not break that the first time? Yeah, that thing's underneath the... That thing is under that ridge. There's no way that's supposed to... Yeah, there's no way that doesn't break off eventually. Oh, yeah, you see? I didn't break it off because I happened to pull the right way. And I was doing this. If you do this, that'll get it out of the way. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything in this mode because this literally pegged up his mouth. So that tab has to be a vestige of old design. Like I said before, it's likely that tab used to matter, and by the time they decided it doesn't matter, it was more expensive to remove it than to just leave it. That's gotta be what's up. Like, yeah, maybe once upon a time the head went down. But at this point, like, yeah, it's... In this iteration, it's not doing anything anymore. Like, what I'm talking about, the symptom I'm talking about, in its most obvious form is Universe 2 Galvatron, the Deluxe, who had countless vestiges of an abandoned Voyager version that were still so baked into the design that by the time they were moving into like creating steel molds and whatnot and getting stuff put into physical, it was going to be more expensive to remove any of that stuff than just to leave it there. Oh, Blue with Red, I'm not happy about breaking a tab because I still haven't broken it. My tab's still there. It's going to break eventually. But I still got the tab. Hey. You guys remember Transformers the movie? You got the tab. You got the Cheetor. Damn, because it's like the song from the Transformers the movie. La-di-da, Mr. Intact Tab over here. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Because I'll know. I'm Mr. Intact Tab. How can I make these look worse? I'm going to make these look as bad as possible. Let's, there we go. Everyone's favorite guy. God Cheetor. Because he's got the ring back there. He's Gonzen Cheetor. He's activated his mantra. I like it. I have not yet gotten Kingdom Bone Daddy because Paleotrex is a Wave 1 Gimmick Deluxe, and on the last two lines, the Wave 1 Gimmick Deluxe was dirt cheap easy to get if I waited a while, and I want like 3 or 4 Paleotrexes, so I really actively don't want to get one for retail. I really want the sweetness of getting like 3 of them for 30% off. I want it, but not quite yet. I gotta wait. Paleotrex is the Wave 1 fossilizer. Ractonix is the Wave 2 one. You'll know his name when you see it. Where's my clippers? Where's my clippers? Here's my clippers. I was not able to get Dino Daughter. The core classes were sold out as far as being able to be delivered on EB Games, and they were sold out on Amazon too. By the time I was looking. But again, everything Wave 1, I'm not in the biggest rush to get, because it'll be there the longest. But then these two were both on EB Games, and I was like, I want to know what the deluxe beasts are like. Get loose. Get loose. So is there... I caught something, and I didn't look into it enough. How did they get this through here again? Oh, man. There we go. I did it. All by myself. I heard there was, like, some kind of repair people were doing on Black Arachnia. I don't recall what it was, though. Or am I just misremembering? I could be misremembering something else. Is there anything on her I need to be aware of? Because I only kept up with the Cheetor tab. Does that go back? Oh, sweet. That's a good neck articulation. Can I get her to assume the Azalea power pose? Oh, no, she can't look up enough. Darn. Tab that holds the chest. Oh, the claw. Right, it's the tips of the claws. Oh, those feel super fragile. These are tiny. These are really small. I heard that these were. I remember now. It was the tips of these were snapping off on some folks. I totally see how that can happen. This already, I can tell, is a more fun transformation than the Masterpiece. Happy New Year from Manila. Happy New Year to you. Oh, the tab under the chest is too long. You can clip it down to half the length to reduce the stress. Okay, okay. So there's a tab underneath the chest that I gotta just be careful of. Sounds good, sounds good. I'm gonna do a transformation because it's my toy and I want to play with it. I'm glad they still have the bit there where it's like, you can take the gun and put it in her hand. That was actually pretty friggin' scary, because that's a very thin hand. but it works. It works. Oh, by the way, if the question is, wow, does this guy follow instructions? I decided to start following instructions when things were happening where it's like, yeah, you gotta make sure you do the transformation right or you might break a tab. I'm like not mad about that. I don't think that's inherently terrible, that it's like you gotta look at the instructions and be careful. I understand how that can be very off-putting. But I just also, I like to do things by intended design, if possible, at least the first time. I want to see what I'm supposed to be doing. That feels dangerous. Is that the... That's not the tab you guys are talking about, right? Oh, Robot Link, are these soft or hard plastic? They are hard plastic. I don't think she has any soft plastic anywhere. And yeah, Shadow Scribe, these instructions, like, they are visually useful. It's such a nice change of pace. Something about this doesn't feel good, what I'm doing here. That was a noise. That didn't feel nice at all. Nothing seemed to come off, so I don't think I broke that tab yet. If I've hit the one you're talking about. That's a clip. Whoa, we got some... Look at that glare. Look at that pin glare. Oh, this is the fun part of instructions, where it's like, do a lot of little things at the same time. Well, not the same time, but do a lot of little things. This is also where I'm looking at the instructions and I'm like, I'm not actually sure what you're telling me to do anymore. Oh yeah, okay, I see. The head goes back like that. And just close the arms, excuse me? Oh. It extends. I see. I see. That's interesting. Oh! That's very long. Is that the thing that you were talking about? I missed a whole lot of chat because I was, like, looking at my toy. Sorry, the rivet. It's thick. Rivets be thick. Nagito, have a good dinner! Hopefully the VOD is a grand old time. Oh, I hate this. Okay, yeah, these are supposed to tab together, and I can see how that could be problematic to deal with in a pinch. It's very small stuff, is the thing. Okay, that's neat. I didn't know about that part. I wasn't expecting to swivel stuff 180 degrees in that direction. Oh, what, now they're just like, do foot stuff? Come on. We're not done up there yet? What are we gonna do? Oh. Hi there, what? Oh. Oh, I see. Still some shades of Masterpiece here in that it's like things are curling up extremely tightly, but I don't have to align like 800 different highly tensile toleranced little tabs that are all making the next two over pop out of alignment. So I'm still digging this a lot more than transforming the Masterpiece. The Masterpiece is a very nice design that is relying on inhuman tab tolerances, and I just get so actually angry when I'm messing with that thing. It's really frustrating. How are you all doing? Frosty, with mainline toys and with Transformers in general, I used to like do the solve the puzzle thing, but now I just want to know the intended design. I'd get more enjoyment out of that. It's just, you know, a tastes change kind of thing. Sometimes I still do stuff on its own, but also I find the inherent fragilities involved that it have increased as time went on made me also more reticent to just sort of go at them. Sometimes, though, if they strike me the right way, where it just feels like I can have a wing at it, then I'm like, yeah, let's do it. How does this... Is this the part? Is this the bit? Like, is this the bit that it has the too long peg, or was that the okay, yes. Yeah. That feels ridiculously deep set. That didn't feel nice at all. Okay. So we're slamming all the bits down on top. Get your chest into your abdomen, for crying out loud. There are people watching! Okay, then what? Then what? Then what? Show me what happens next. Show me what happens. I don't think I folded the legs up enough. I don't think they... Oh, no, there we go. I didn't want to fold them too hard, but yeah, they have a whole extra click. The thighs have a panel that shifts outwards slightly. Okay. That's what I was running into. And then we do this bit. Excuse me? This is a weird little thing to be doing. The instructions are like, get them around those grippable looking things, but they don't really grip on them. This one's going right, so what's this other one doing that is not going as right? What looks different? I'm tilting my head. Quizzically. Jammy, hello. Yeah, see Wingsia, and I was like, this doesn't feel good, but then they went, and I was like, oh! Now I'm just trying to figure out what is happening differently between these two assemblies here. That one's just fitting in. That one's fitting in glove-like. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. One of these has more room than the other one. You see what I mean? Like, there's a cutout on the left side on both of them. And so I thought maybe I had two of the same foot, but I'm looking inside, and one of them's marked 1, the other one's marked 2, so that can't be the case. Unless it just doesn't matter, and it's like one sits in there nicely, the other one doesn't. That's fine, it just seems really weird. I just don't understand why this side is closed down and this side is open. Because if it was the other way around, this one would fit into the gap as well. Like, y'all see what I mean? There is a gap on this side and on this side. And I thought I have two of the same foot, but the piece that looks the same has this one says 1 and this one says 2. No, they're physically, like, you see how they're both like a kind of crescent in the same direction? This one should be the reverse of this one. But that says 1 and that says 2, so it's not like they gave me 2 number 1s or 2 number 2s. The feet are opposites on yours. They have the same molded number in them. That's so weird. How did that happen? Oh, the number shows the tool number, not the type of part. Multiples are made, so this... Okay, so there could be a bunch of these with 1s and a bunch with 2s. Okay, yeah, everyone's saying I have a misassembly. Alright. At least I'm not doing it wrong. That would have been very embarrassing. Well, this one fits in there really nicely. That goes in real happily. Ooh, I don't know how to return things with EB. I'll have to sort that out later. Anyway, we're almost there. This review will not be coming anytime soon. Oh, yours is L and R on them and not different. Okay, I might be looking in the wrong spot. I will also say that I will acknowledge it is weird that she's staring at us this entire time. Oh, I see it. It was on the other side. Yeah, they're both L. Never mind all my spiel. So there's the rare double L Black Arachnia. This is also her secret robot mode. What's up, kids? I'm Black Arachnia. How you doing? Silverbolt! Dark Souls mode. I'll send an email to EB Games. If they can replace it, that would be great. I mean, I'll just tell them, hey, mine has 2 left feet. It's only wave 1, so she's not going to be impossible to find again. And I have had lots of luck with QC, although I've also had lots of bad luck with QC. My luck is even, it's just usually in the different direction. Like my Studio Series, I don't want to Dremel it though, I just want to get one that has the right side foot. My Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus has more or less useless legs that do not hold together. And it seems like everyone else's are super fine. So, it's happened to me before. I will take this photo, and I'll just say, as you can see, she has 2 left feet. This will be my photo proving it, 'cause you can see it. Anyway, I gotta pack this stuff away. Get you out of the way. Do not recycle this box immediately. Get in there. Ugh. Okay. I'm very happy with our fan mode. This is channel original. This is ours. No one, those of you who are here, whether you're watching the VOD or whether you're here live, this is ours. All right, this belongs to us. We're all responsible for this, and we all got to be proud of it, because this is beautiful. You know, take your screenshots now. I can't because I'd need both of my hands to do that with my phone, and I can't do that right now. Thank you, Boltan 2. You helped so much. Sweet, not gonna lie, I was possibly skipping her, but this fan mode's selling me. Yeah, also, obvious retool, Scalpel from Revenge of the Fallen. Obvious retool here. This is basically Scalpel mode. I just want to keep looking at this, but we got to move on. I have a couple things. I still have to get to the bags. This is... Rarely has there ever been an easier way to forget that we have bags to utilize. Where am I going to put you so you don't break? That's the one thing I don't want you to do, is break. If you break, then I can't get my return. I got more packaging to film. So those slick bastards over at Chodo Ultraman, once upon a time, easiest candy toy packaging to film ever. You know, there was all the same box, just different toppers. But now the unique box art for each figure. On the front, as opposed to just on the top. Yeah, that's never gonna work. We gotta do this the old fat. We gotta put Zoffy in the middle, where he belongs. I know you're wondering, what does this have to do with bags? Well, it has to do with how I like to store my candy toys, because like I'm gonna mention, you know, it's gonna sound, I'm gonna reveal something about myself here. I'm a little bit weird when it comes to my my candy toys storage. FYI, I am reclined way back in this chair right now to get the wide shot. I'm in full slouch. Bet you all thought that was something rude. Sometimes I use my hand against my table to get those tight, frictiony camera pulls. Some of those wet, deep, wet, flappy... Anyway, it's like a box fart. It's a friction noise, except it's like the inner hand meat against the table. It's a real good time. There's another one. Here we go. That one's going on forever. I had to get the camera in on that. I did it. Are the backs different? I can just show one back. Okay. It's the way the sausage is made. Weird noises. So that we're pinching out another video right here at V Central. So I saw a hot take. Is it a hot take that Netflix Ultraman is real bad? So I like Netflix Ultraman. I would never like stand up for it in the greater court of whatever, because it's not like mind blowing. It was just I had fun with it. It was better than I was expecting it to be. One might say, what on earth were you expecting? I might say worse. But I had fun with it. It did have the thing, though, where it just ends in a way that makes you feel like it ends on a tone of, like, when you finish season 1, which I think is still the only season that's out, season 1 ends going like, all right, we finished the pilot. And I'm kind of like, yeah, but could the pilot perhaps have, like, not been the whole season 1? Like, I was fine when Castlevania did it, because Castlevania season 1 was 3 episodes. It was basically a pilot of sorts. I don't know. That was my main bummer with Netflix Ultraman, is that it's just like, it's, by the time you get hype, it's over. I found. Oh, if it was your first, yeah, Netflix Ultraman is also like not what Ultraman is like a whole lot. Like, it's also way more of a how do you put this? Not a Metal Hero. It's very specifically like a bit of a cleaner 2000s Kamen Rider movie. Like Kamen Rider the First and the Next is the aesthetic I'm always thinking of, where they get to do a movie about a toku thing, and then whoever's working on it is like, this is our one chance. This has to be intense. This has to be so intense. And then usually I find that Toei Productions trying to do that kind of fall flat. Also, yeah, as far as I understand, the manga that it is based on, the Netflix Ultraman show is based on, is very good. And quite fun. And it's not, like, boring across the board. It's just, like, when the season 1 ends was when I was like, all right, 2 more episodes, here we go. At least we got, okay, 2 more episodes. And then it was done. And I was like, I kind of wanted to see what happens next. By the way, this is Ultraman Agul V2. Oh, Eric K, that's my problem, is once I start watching something I can't check out. That's why I don't watch some things. Like, I have to keep going. Jammy, these are not Sodo, these are Chodo. I was gonna have an image graphic done up someday. So Sodo is Kamen Rider, made entirely with hard plastic and soft plastic, primarily ABS hard plastic, with stickers and paint, and usually they're bulky, and really, really substantial in hand. Shodo used to be Ultraman and Kamen Rider. Now it is Shodo O and Shodo X for Kamen Rider, and it is Chodo for Ultraman, and Yudo for Super Sentai. Shodo, Chodo, Shodo X, Shodo O, and Yudo, they all have a slightly thinner aesthetic. Even on the Kamen Rider ones, it's slightly thinner, and the plastic in Shodo was a little bit more, not fibrous. It was just closer to palm than it was ABS, I found. And in Chodo, they've moved more towards, like, a bit of a more solid-feeling polymer. But Does Yudo even still happen? Eh. They're doing something for Zenkaiger. Zenkaiser. But yeah, I'm not sure. Ultraman Z was awesome. Here's the bummer. Premium Bandai Chodo is where they're doing Ultraman Z base form and Wyndham and Sevenger in like a 3-pack, and I want them. What were my thoughts on Netflix Earthrise? The capsule, with no spoilers, that I agree with, is that it is better than Siege and also the same. I think that's actually a really, really excellent way to capsulize Netflix Earthrise. I don't think it does it any disservice. I think it's also, like, really accurate. I didn't think about just buying them. That's a good idea. I have not yet watched 4S Gridman. I want to. It's just in a certain position right now in my brain, and it needs to eventually. Once it moves out of that certain position, I'm probably going to marathon the whole thing. I have this thing where when folks really, really are into a show on my timeline, like super way into it, I actually can't watch it. I have to wait until that hype dies down. It's just my own mental thing. Not a judgment on the show at all. It's just a thing about my brain. I don't even want to say it's like overhyped, because like 9 times out of 10 the show is in fact that good. It's just like eventually I'll watch stuff that people are enjoying. Like I watch Ultraman Z because people were really digging it. But it's like there's a midpoint where I'm like, no, I'll jump in, and then when it goes above that midpoint, then I'm like, I gotta dip out actually for I'll check it out later. I'll check in on it later. Kirby Fan Prime, that's a lot of people's issues with JoJo. That is me with JoJo. I've never watched JoJo. I would like to, because by all accounts I will enjoy it. But I kinda gotta wait a little bit. And yeah, I want to stress that like I feel uncomfortable using the word overhyped to describe it, because I just don't feel like that's actually how I'm like the word that would describe what I'm feeling. But I can't think of another terminology for it. Also, we're busting out my very first figure of Ultraman Hikari, I believe, unless they did one in Shoto and I forgot. I'm kind of hyped to have a figure of Ultraman Hikari, because I've never seen the show he was in, but then he appeared in, like, every other show I've watched. So I just know him, I know him vicariously, because he's like the Ultraman super scientist. And once upon a time, he got real sad, and was like, actually, I'm Hunter Knight Tsurugi. And then that all got fixed before I encountered him. But, like, you see all those medals? It's because he's the head of the friggin' Science Corps! Ultraman Hikari gets name-dropped in every single show I've watched, where it's like, they got a new toy to debut, and then some Ultraman will show up, and it's like, yeah, like Tedimus, you're just saying it now. It's like, some Ultraman will show up with a thing, and go like, hey, Ultraman Hikari just made this. And I'm like, this dude... this dude gets places and goes places. Why am I ripping out the front of the boxes? So, I'll show you what I want to actually get through all these first. But I have a process with Shoto and Soto figures for how I like to store them without getting confused. Which involves bags. Lots and lots of bags. Countless bags. Sometimes boxes. Oh, but bags. George, have I told you about the bags? I haven't actually gone this far on these yet, but because they all have the nice art on the front, it's a great way to remember what's what. You say Ziploc. You say Ziploc. I don't use mere Ziplocs because they have an acid content, and that could be harmful. Could be poor, you know, for my collection, from meinen Figuren. Could be poor. This is like, I have a Zoffy already. Some of these have been in Shodo Ultraman, but Chodo Ultraman has a few little upgrades, which is why they've redone a few of these. The main ones are that there's a waist joint now. Shodo Ultraman only had the upper torso joint, and also now Zoffy has clear lenses on his Zoffy optics, on his Zoffy eyes, whereas I believe on the Shodo version they were just painted. That's why I gotta keep it clear, like which ones are from what series, so that when someday I eventually ever do a video on them, then I'll not mix up my Zoffies. Do you know how embarrassing it would be to mix up my Zoffies? Or to pick up a Zoffy and go like, time to review Ultraman Man? That's like my one thing I'm not dealing with very well with Ultraman still. They really, like, I think I've read they kind of came up with a name somewhere in like the lore, but they never say it much. Ultraman needs a new name. Because I can't deal with the part in Ultraman Z where they just call him Man-san. I can't deal with that part. His name is Man. How much are these? These are sold usually in the box, but they're generally around 500 to 800 yen each, depending where you go, or which ones they are. Also, I'll say, the one other thing that bugs me is I know I've seen an official Romanized splash at some point. It might have been during Absolute Conspiracy, where they called him Ultraman Zoffy. And I'm like, you can't call him Ultraman Zoffy and then still call the other one just Ultraman. Stop. His friends call him Man-san. Like, you can't... If you're gonna make Zoffy have the prefix, you gotta give the other one a suffix. It's just the law. Hey, we're opening up some kaiju. It's Mephiras Seijin. It's a Mephilas. I read a Wikipedia article on Mephilas, and I forgot all of it. Ultra Friend is what I would say should be the title of Ultraman Zerth. Or Ultraman Nice. When do we get the gritty version of Ultraman Nice? Oh, look at that. Look at that mover and shaker. Working it. Anyway, let me load up Mephilas here. Very respectable character with a lot of history. Sweet, if you want to see some real, just like, grippable rumps, just some real, like, not slappable cheeks, but like drop kickable cheeks, you go look at some Ultra Kaiju. Correct logos minor, grippable rumps. Yes, that's what I said. One other thing I like about this line is that often when you have, like, you know, a monster design and a head, the part where the head plugs in feels like you're still putting the headpiece onto an actual kaiju suit. Like, that's where the ball socket joint goes. And it's still a little bit limited, like, you know, this giant headpiece would be. But also what's cool about this line is that the monsters are all still decently posable. So you get, like, decently posable in-scale aliens for the Ultras to be friends with. Look at his ankle tilts even. This guy's... he's got a real... He's planted. He's planted down. I'm Mephiles. Well, I'm A. Mephiles. I'm John Mephiles. What's in pack number 5? What could this be? Correct, Baltan 2. Befriend them. You, a Baltan, should know, as anyone else, that the Defenders of the Galaxy, the denizens of the Land of Light, love to befriend aliens and welcome them to cultures. That's right. This is the bonus pack. This is where you just get stuff for the other figures in the wave, and I love this. This is so good. Oh, I mean, Baltan too. Some of those aliens do end up being, you know, criminals. You know, criminals. But like, look at this. Look at this from Mephiles. This is a candy toy still. This is a candy toy still. But I love it. Laying wastes. This is how the Mephiles gets Mephiles' money. Oh, the stale gum's right here. I don't like how it tastes, so I just throw it out. I used to save it all to try to give to people at conventions, and then people at conventions would actively say, oh no, I don't want any of that, no. It might be because I kept it all in like a sandwich bag. Still all in wrappers, but it looked like drugs. And I suspect that was off-putting for folks. The one thing about some of these hands is I'm not always 100% sure with whomst all these hands go. So I gotta look at the glove colors. That's right, I'm out here distributing the good gum. I wasn't selling the candy either. I was like, literally, would you like this before I throw it in the garbage? People seem bummed out that I just want to throw it in the garbage. Alright, this is a dark blue hand, so this clearly goes with Agul V2. Borp. I was also selling candy toys, admittedly, and I was also saying quite loudly, like, you know, some of these toys I'm selling come with free more of this. Yeah! I don't know what the Agul noises are. Isn't Agul, is that a low-pitched one? Brrr! I love Ultraman noises. Alright, this is clearly Zoffy's. The one thing about the beam parts, as you can see, they're quite flexible. You have to do the boiling water treatment on some of these, like this for instance, there's a chance you could get it and this is like in a curl, and you need to give that the boiling water dip to straighten it back out. Yep, Nebulous, it is very much possibly an Ultraman attack. Ah, this stuff just looks so cool, though. Alright, and we got one here that really looks like it's for Hikari. Yeah, that's the right color. Science! Beam! It's also a bit curvy. Eh. Here's the bits I'm not as sure about. This looks Zoffy related. This looks familiar to me. It's like Zoffy with one of his I'm the commander of everything accessories, I am assuming. I'm Zoffy. I get all the cool stuff. And let's get this last bit out. This is a pair of hands that also, I'm not 100% sure what they're for. This appears to be for... Oh! I see. Okay. So the previous wave of Chodo had Gaia. So I'm guessing this is a hand for Gaia, and then this is a hand for Agul, so they can, like, grip hands together. Because this one's got a little peg up there, and this one's got a little hole here. That's pretty cool. It means that Agul, and I think it was Gaia that Agul is friends with, they can grip hands and be all like, brr, shia, yeah, all those good Ultraman noises. All right, I need to get the bags. You hear all that bag Foley? Because bags are coming. So, what kind of bags we rocking? We don't use Ziplocs. We don't use sandwich bags. We use clearbags.ca, crystal clear archival quality zip bags. No acid content. These will not seep things into their contents. They are the cleanest, the finest baglets that you can place your action figures into. Pretty sure clearbags.ca is where I got them. Might have been clearbags.com. I thought it was clearbags.ca. I am a bag elitist because I tasted the finest of bags, and I can't turn back anymore. Archival quality. Untouched air. So we bag up our candy toys. Oh yeah. And then we just keep going. What it does is, like, unimportant for the most part. Like, you can just use normal Ziplocs, it's fine. Over incredibly long periods of time, sandwich bags can deteriorate, because sandwich bags were never designed, by the very nature of what they are, they were never actually designed to live past a certain point, because they're supposed to be used to put a sandwich in once, and then you get rid of them by design. So these bags, by design, are meant to last forever. And that just makes me more comfortable to put my boutique candy toys into. Also, I don't really know how to explain it. I find these bags less irritating to use than sandwich bags. And if you're going to say what on earth is irritating about sandwich bags, I can't actually tell you. I just find these bags more nice to use. I like the way that they snip together. I like the way that they feel. They're also, like, not expensive. And this order of bags is the same order of bags that I ordered approximately 9 years ago. So clearbags.ca might actually not exist anymore. I haven't checked in over half a decade because I got enough of them in one order to last me for forever. So it's not like I'm dropping you know, $100 a year on my plastic bags addiction. I can't remember what this cost. It just wasn't expensive enough to matter, given how long it has lasted. That's a real line, right? If someone says how much that cost you and your response is, it wasn't expensive enough to matter, I feel pretty badass having said that. Bags that last as long as Pledge floor polish. .ca is there. Verspringen has found it. .ca lives. Alright, here's the secret tech, though. What if we bring in the ringer? The 6x9. Because, I mean, this line has some repeat, you know? It has some repeat. And, you know, there's, like, in Shodo Ultraman, there were already, like, 2 nearly identical releases of Ultra 7. With very minor differences you could see if you knew that one was the other, but I didn't want to get them mixed up. So, when it comes to my candy toys of Tokusatsu characters, I not only like to do, you know, the requisite individual bagging, but what if we also bag the wave? What if we bag the wave as well, just for archival purposes? Just, the whole wave in here, this isn't working quite as smoothly as I had hoped. It's the first time I was sticking the portraits in. I also, off camera, tried to fit the portraits into the little bags, and they didn't fit, ergo why they're going in separate. This needs my whole arm. Oh, that's better. I gotta go elbow deep into this bag. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Today I put my purest neuroses on display, monetized in an internet live stream. And there we go. There is Chodo Ultraman 7. All ready to join the others. In the stackable storage containers. And I gotta go clear this up. Hang on a second. I have all this recyclable detritus all over the place. I'll be right back. I keep forgetting, I'm like, I'll be right back. I'm not in a very large apartment. It's not like I'm actually that far away. I haven't, like, left the room. I'm just over here. You can still hear me. Now I'm coming back. It's not like I've been gone all that. I've been over here. I'm not going to be bagging anything else. But I got a few more bits of packaging I'd like to film while I'm on my little roll. What time is it? Oh yeah, I have a clock over there. Too far away to see. Ah, 620. Okay. Who's gonna write expletives on the chalkboard? Good lord. So, full disclosure. I've been awake since like 1:30 in the morning. So I've been awake for approximately 17 hours. I've been having, what do you call it? A real one. But I got 5 more Candy Toy series I'd like to do the packaging shots for, so that I stop thinking about them. So I'm going to do the packaging shots. I'm not going to open them up, because that'll make it take longer. I can open them up whenever I want to. So I'm just going to do some more box shots and hang out a little bit here. I haven't actually, like, finished any videos of Candy Toys, but for a while I was, like, filming the outer boxes if I had them. And then eventually I was like, oh, I missed that series. I'll just get, you know, a set of them off of Mandarake. So now I'm just, like, habitually filming the outer boxes. There's a lot of this footage I may never use. But I'm like, why not just have the footage anyway? It's only, like, 50 megabytes. Basically, when was it? January 7th, I had a lot of trouble sleeping that morning, and then I crashed out like twice in what I would call the middle of the day. And that just knocked me all askew. And I've been kind of maneuvering my way out of that. Oh, you ruined the shot, you silly flap. There, that fixed that. On some of these, I like to document, like, what the layout was, because sometimes the layout really sucks. You only get one Dex's uncle in this set. And only one accessory set. That really sucks, because when I sell the extras at the toy shows, that will happen again someday. I like to be able to bundle in the extras with figures. But that ain't doable this time. Oh, but that's a lay of the land right there. I never secured a copy of Shodo Oath 4, so that's one that's going to be fun to track down, because that has the troop builder worms from Kabuto in it, which I expect more than myself wanted to own multiple copies of. I thought I saw somewhere in the chat, someone was just asking, like, if these figures, like, feel good. They do. Sodo, Shodo, Yudo, Chodo are, I think, one of the best underappreciated figure lines out there, period. The part where Sodo involves stickers is off-putting to a lot of folks, and there's, like, it is off-putting if you don't like doing stickers. It will be off-putting. What I'll say about the stickers is that after Sodo Build Wave 5, the sticker quality went up exponentially for the most part. So they are some of the nicest stickers to apply to a figure, especially if you do stuff like use a soft tip thing to push all the edges and stuff and mold it around the sculpting and whatnot. But Sodo is where the stickers live. If you don't want stickers, you can still get some of the experience out of stuff like Shodo or Chodo. There is a lot of it. And even your favorite characters, there may be like multiple releases of them. If they're in Shodo X, they'll be the best version. If they're not in Shodo X, they'll still be fine. Just Shodo X is where they've been, like, that's the current line. That and Shodo O. So Shodo O and Shodo X are where, like, the most modern versions of anyone is happening, if they've happened multiple times. I'm like counting. I always count to 10 on the first clip, just so I have a bunch of extra faff to mess with. Oh, and then Shoto always have like unique backs as well. They're like little Figuarts boxes, but it also means my packaging shots get all complicated. Like, just look at all the stuff in the accessory box. Look at the list of things. I love it. And yeah, the Pokemon should be fine, as far as I know. Yeah, Wave Sign, Gunpla stickers, every time I've messed with them, they suck. Like the sticky back ones. The stickers that they do for Sodo are much better. They are much better. Sodo is actually, like, produced by Mega House. Like, Mega House does the production on Sodo, they revealed in one of the Candy Toy blogs. Eric, there's no word on the other, on Putotira or Sagozo Sinkocho Seiho, as far as I know. Sagozo is probably closer to happening, I would assume, but I don't recall seeing any ads go up yet for them. They're probably all going to be P Bandai, though. Alright, add you to the pile. Speaking of Sodo... This stuff all, by the way, is from my HLJ pile of loot private warehouse that had been building up for the entirety of the year 2020. This I don't really need. Do I need to? Yeah, I'm gonna do a box shot. Well, what's the worst? It's just 50 megabytes. Who cares? Who cares? My question to the chat is who can read it? Who knows what I'm working with? Who's been training on their katakana? David Salamante, I have a couple RKFs from when the line launched, back during Zio, but I found RKFs felt so adjacent to Sodo and Shodo. Eventually I felt like I was just buying, like, slightly half-inch taller versions of figures I already had, and I liked the smaller ones more, quality-wise. So I ended up ditching on RKF. Oh, y'all, you gotta do your katakana drills. Who had that? Who had that? Sci-Fi Prom 606 knew it said Kuga. Very good, very good. You've done your katakana drills. Excellent. In case you didn't see when I had the box open, they give you a body for each set of armor, so you don't have to swap them. Soto's good to you like that. When after the Zio run, the folks working on Soto, both of them, Soto and Soto Chronicle are technically two different lines. But everyone working on them very much does not want people having to chase after bodies for armor sets, so they try to provide. The middle box is the actual body, and then each of these boxes is an armor that goes on the body, and there's another body box for each one of these in the sealed box. Oh yeah, there's two Soto guys. The original Soto guy is now Soto Chronicle. That was G-san. And as of Zio, I believe it was as of Zio, I think. Someone else took over on mainline Soto. Like, someone was raised up. I was going to say his name was Z-san, but I actually can't remember if that was just a joke from the Zio blogs. Usually I remember, but I've been awake too long to remember right now. As you can see here from the box contents, right, it's like, this is a body, that's an armor. You get the gun, you get the revolver. I want to do a fun shot. That's going to be a long day at my desk, putting stickers on things, but it should be enjoyable. Soto Chronicle also leans even harder towards paint over stickers, so there is a lot of painted stuff on these ones. Would be screwed up, though, if we didn't do Soto Chronicle Kuga 2, since that was also in my box I got. Figurized Standard is neat. It's just, it's an easy line for me to say it's neat and then not actually pick up. As far as I know, they are very good kit builds. But especially with me getting into more board gaming as well, it's a what do you call it? Not a small blessing. It's nice to feel like I can appreciate a thing without picking it up, because I'm also already picking up too much stuff. Oh, Kirby fan, that skull kit is actually here with me still. Once upon a time, I was like, I'm going to paint it. Better bring it to Toronto so I can paint it. I still haven't painted it. But one of these days... Hey. This is a hype wave, by the way. That's right, Boltane 2. It's your growing boy. He needs to eat. Oh yeah, Redline. It's almost always like body and armor. For Soto, it's usually... That's another thing about Soto that's different, is usually it's 2 boxes per figure as opposed to 1 box per figure. That's why they're also a little bit beefier. He's got more mass. Also noticing on these ones, I think it's the same for most Chronicle, they each come with a stand as well, like with a ball-jointed arm on the bottom. Do it again. So while I'm here, can at least visually demonstrate a little bit of the difference. Also, there's like instructions on the inside of the box. A little more candy toyish. But yeah, like here's the sticker sheet. And these are like really well set, like vinyl ish stickers, so they grip onto detail really well, in my experience at least. And the body is like, I think this body, because this is Chronicle, this is pure ABS, so they didn't have to do like these parts in soft plastic. These are just spiky. And Soto does not... Soto has like more peggable joints. There's still some ball socket joints, but a lot more like peg-in joints. Crab McNuggets? What? I want some Crab McNuggets. Ronnie Lane, yeah, this was originally me opening Cheetor on camera, just in case he broke immediately. He did not, but I now more so understand how that break can happen very easily. And my Black Arachnia has 2 left feet, so I got a returner, because the 2 left feet is getting in the way of the transformation. That's annoying, because I don't actually know how that works right now, because we're on lockdown. Alright, 2 more, no, 3 more. Oh yeah, the tab is literally nothing. The tab, I think I said earlier, it looks to me like a vestige of an older, like, iteration of the design that was more costly to remove than to just leave there. I was gonna say, like, have y'all read your katakana? This one's probably a bit more obvious, isn't it? Like, you can tell. Open. Open! let's get these nicely arranged. Of course, we're going to put the final form on top where it belongs, because it's the best form. That's right, I said it. Try and stop me. You can't, it's too late. I did it 18 minutes ago. Imploding into my chair as I take a deep sip of H2O. Super Tatoba. That's a coward's answer. Draw a line in the sand and be on the right side of history. Tajador is the final form. I have remaining a Sodo and a Shodo X to film, and then my packaging filming will be all complete. Satisfaction will be achieved. I will have purpose. None of y'all know what this one is. No, you can't. You can't. You might. Actually, no, there's a real easy way to tell if you know what you're looking for. Or if you can read kanji, obviously, I guess. Who can do that? No one can do that. No one! I was just quietly checking the chat. My throat sounds like I've been using it. I have not kept up with what's on the Kingdom cards. Realized that I never did the peel on this one. Oh. It crashed. Let's put that back. What was that? That's Tedimus. It's that 17 hours. Jotaku Toys, not too much. I've been streaming for just barely 2 hours. I've been curious to see the layout on this one. Oh, the cowards. You'll see what I mean in a bit. You'll see what I mean in a bit. The cowards! Cowards. Alright. Why am I saying cowards? So you get 4 characters, right? You get the four base characters. That's cool, right? Let's look at the back of Banana Arms. Oh, look, they included, like, stickers for the visor parts so you could do Gaim Banana Arms. If they weren't cowards, this would be Gaim body with another banana arms. But no, it's just another Gaim because the cowards. It's for the stores. It's for the storefronts. Cowards! Now I gotta go track down one of these off Mandarake because... Let me reveal something about myself. I'm a little bit weird. I like to... When they have variant stickers, I like to have a figure for every single variant sticker set up. So I have 2 Poppies because they have her other, her evil eyepiece as a variant sticker. I have a lot of Huma gears because I need at least one of each to have the red, I'm Metsubo Jinride stickers. And maybe I'm missing something in how all the parts are laid out and I'm wrong, but right now at a glance it appears they did not use this spare slot to allow me to do Banana Arms Gaim, and I was... Cowards. Kowtowing to big box Combini. You know who wouldn't have kowtowed to big box Combini? Kamen Rider Baron, that's who. Which I guess says it all, doesn't it? Shadow Ryu, no, it's not a V-build. I'm filming packaging, and I was filming some other packaging relevant to a toy with a tab, and I wanted to see if it broke while I was opening them, so I streamed it. And then I had some more packaging to film, so I was like, why don't I just keep streaming until I finish my packaging filmings? We're hanging out. We're just having us a cash Tuesday night. Some of that, yes, EFSF Gaming, some vackage roll filming. Welcome to my new feature, V-roll. V-roll. Ooh. Operating professional. Hello, Prince Afan. I'm just filming some B-roll, filming some packaging. I was filming something more relevant to the title of the stream, and then I finished, and so I just figured I'll film the rest of my packagings I want to film. One more candy toy box. And I'm all caught up. And then I drink 8 liters of Coca-Cola and start watching some Netflix. Oh man, rewatch Earthrise. I don't know if I'm gonna. Next podcast recording, ideally, is our little recording about Earthrise. I don't know if I actually want to rewatch it to record that, though. I'm just gonna go off memory. I saw someone say it, but yeah, Shoto X has the beef because Shoto X has the bikes, and the bikes are basically little model kits. Like, they are straight up little model kits. Who else in here? We got two Strongers. You see, like, the main bulk of the bike is usually an A side and a B side, and these are all the parts involved in the bike. So they're very intense little G.I. Joe scaled Kamen Rider bikes. And then, because of the parts layout in here, they always give you like 2 copies of the bike, usually when it's relevant, and then like the variant parts are usually like, well, I want the other bike because now I can build the variant of it. I can build the variant stronger bike. I think it's the stunt bike. But then, like, when they had the Shocker Rider sets or whatnot, or the various different Rider 1, Rider 2s, it's like, well, you want to have multiples of the bikes with all the little variant parts so you can have every single iteration of the Cyclones put together so all the different Rider 1s and 2s can be on all the correct motor bicycles. And this set also is just like, and then Blade! I believe it's a premium Bandai Shoto set is like the other 3 basic Blade Riders. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's something I saw. I lost track of things last year. Very hard. Also, yeah, I feel bad 'cause I like Blade. And I want Blade. Should have been Tackle. I think it's kind of ridiculous that the best Tackle figure is still the SIC one from the 2-pack. 'Cause that was a very long time ago. Oh, Jack Forms and King Form are P Bandai. Right. I lost track of all of it. RDDN, these are Shoto X. This is one of the many 4-inch scaled Toku candy toy lines that I think, at this point, have become better bang for your buck than SH Figuarts. I like SH Figuarts a lot. I'm much happier to collect Soto and Shoto than SH Figuarts, though. SH Figuarts, they're very premium now, and I don't think it's feasible to collect SH Figuarts in a completionist way if you have any other hobbies. I think that you have to have very few other hobbies to keep up with Figuarts now. And the bang for your buck on Soto, especially like when it's coming out as the forms are appearing on air, and Soto has the mission statement that one way or another, they will do every single suit that appears on screen. It's just a much better main line for a rider show, in my opinion. Like, Sodo 01 is the best Kamen Rider 01 toy line, including the SH Fig Arts, in my opinion. Oh yeah, this was all from my HLJ private warehouse for 2020, because they let you just sit on it for a while. Ugh. Fig Arts 01 is very good. It's just Fig Arts is not a good line if you just want to collect a toy line for 01. Fig Arts is if you want to get your favorite suits. Absolutely, those are going to be better than the candy toys. But if you just want, like, I want every character from 01 articulated, Sodo is the place to go, because they did everyone. As of, like, it bled over into Saber, but as of Saber Book 4, I think, they've caught up 100% on 01. Like, they even have, you have to buy it, you can't buy it in boxes to troop build it, but they even did the Abaddon rider suit with multiple different parts, so you can build it as whichever variant of Abaddon you want, / troop build it. Oh, so once upon a time, well, actually, in Canada, getting candy toys is still alright. In this, there is no way to get them other than importing them, as far as I know. Bluefin and Team Rider's whole thing have not made any indications that they seem to have any plans to bring over Sodo or Shodo. No, Shodo has shown up, but I don't think Shodo Rider has shown up, just Shodo Dragon Ball. But Sodo is the important line, because that's the one that's, like, suit complete. And Sodo Pop, which is a podcast that's very cool, that's focused on Bandai candy toys, tried real hard to campaign at Team Rider, and I tried to retweet a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's going anywhere. I think candy toys, by nature of having this stuff packed in, makes them weirder to deal with. Local Japanese supermarkets might import them now and then. Like, I know that they have been spotted ever since Sodo began with Exade. And Shoto has been spotted at supermarkets as well, but that's very much like a do you live near one kind of thing. And they do get releases now, I believe, from Bandai Asia, which are in addition to the ones going out to convenience stores in Japan. But there is no, like, straightforward North American setup, unfortunately. Lawrence, this is basically another spiritual successor to Motion Revive. Motion Revives were slightly thinner and I think a little bit shorter. And a lot of their stuff their accessories were completely unpainted, which was also the case for a lot of Shodo original series. Sodo involves a little bit of building, but nothing model kit level, but a lot of stickers, and they're in 2 boxes per figure. Shodo and Chodo and Shodo X and Yudo and Shodo O don't involve any building outside of the bikes. I haven't got any handy right now, because I got them all stored away in their funny little bags. I can pop this open. This is a Shodo O. So this is... Shodo is usually just like 1 box per figure, and it's all pre-painted and everything. So this is what you get in one of these. And then if you slice it, the assembly is basically put the head on and twist the hand options off of the sprue. Well, it's tight. It's tight. Get on there. This is the tightest Shodo ball joint I've ever... There we go. That's a very solid ball joint. Also, yeah, big pro to the candy toy lines. You get the villains. Like Sodo, for instance. Sodo Build had an entire wave of just the Guardian troop builders, and then another wave of just villains, including the movie villain. And now the Sodo mission statement going forward is they try to do, as I said, every single suit that appeared on screen, they are going to do their best and their damnedest to actually get out as a figure. Even if it comes out a year after the show happened, they're still going to try. It's a point of personal pride. For instance, Sodo is the only way to get articulated figures of the entirety of Metsubo Jinrai Net right now, as far as I know. And yeah, Sodo is did 8, I think, of the Another Riders, fully articulated. Sodo is always fully articulated. That's the other fun thing. This guy's very tight. But yeah, Shodo O still follows the pattern of original Shodo, so you get a little foot stand that goes on the back of a heel, and it's got little peg holes for all the spare hands, which is fun. But yeah, there's like, there's ankle tilt range. This guy's all like, Zugabadu Gazazibadu Gegeru. As you do. Don't all compliment me immediately on my perfect pronunciation of Grongi, because I happen to be an expert in the language. I'm just putting the hands on their funny little stand here. There you go. There's your whole fella with all the spare hands and etc. These are absolutely my favorite tokusatsu toys. Fig arts are often better, but if I were to say what are my favorite toys in tokusatsu, it is these candy lines, because I get fully articulated G.I. Joe scale figures that are better articulated than G.I. Joes were for the most part, and it's good stuff. This guy can make himself look aggressive. I'll go get a Sodo so you can see what a Sodo looks like as well. I'll be right back. After I finish this. That water was wet. You heard me. Water. It makes you hydrated. Wet water. It's water. Oh, Jesus. All right. I'm back. Oh, yeah. Naki and Ikazuchi are out. They've been out for a while. In Sodo, at least. So here's the fun thing about Sodo. They also will do, like, this is a Sodo figure of 01 Kangaroo form, who was, like, this is never going to get fig arts. But, yo, what's up? Fully articulated Kangaroo 01. How you doing? I'm from a thing that a bunch of you probably never saw. What's up? So this guy was like one you had to get on his own. He was packed in with a magazine. But he still pops up on Mandarake constantly for around 800 yen, because I still have him bookmarked. Every single year, Soto uses less stickers where they can. So there's still a bunch of them, but there are less than on... Exate is still the worst for stickers. And now the stands have gotten improved as well. They've got more peg holes for holding spare parts. They now can interlink as of 01. And some of the ones in 01 that were from... I forgot how it worked, but there were a couple from 01 where they added like a second stand as well, so it could go even higher. But it's a good stand. Oh yeah, it's Mandarake. But I don't mind when people call it Mandrake. But yeah, for example, this detail here in silver and red is one sticker that I used a spudger to, you know, massage into the sculpt, so it looks more like a painted detail. The little half 01 heads back here are stickers, but this is all painted. And I would absolutely recommend Soto as a cheaper alternative to Figuarts, because some figures will not come out in Figuarts, it'll be out in Soto. So if you like a Rider series, its Soto line is its best toy line, in my opinion. You get every suit posable in the same scale, more or less affordable each. It's very expensive to collect the whole line over time because you're buying, like, a lot of figures. But also, for example, if it were not for Soto, how would I have a fully posable Humagear? Which is exactly the kind of figure you want to have with your 01 figures, right? And then, like, you'd want to get a second one so you could use the alternative stickers for the head so you can have the red parts, right? So it is alternative stickers. The nice thing about all these candy toy lines is also they are more or less in the same scale. Like, they're all G.I. Joe scale. And then the nice thing about the Humagears is because they're so inexpensive, you can, you know, get a third one, because you want to have a little crowd scene, right? But then, you know, you want a third one so you can have a little crowd scene without the evil one. The evil one's got to go chill out over here. Or over here, because that's, you know, that one's trouble. And then, you know, why stop at 3 when you can have 4 so it's nice and, you know, even, you know? And then what if, you know, you still have 2 more that you haven't built yet because you kept just grabbing them off Mandarake all the time last year, whenever they happened to be chilling out on their own. So you suddenly have 7 Humagears, which, can you imagine if you tried to troop build an SH Figuart in this decade? Right? These were 300 to 600 yen a piece. So I spent a total of, let's say 7 times 600, roughly the cost of one SH Figuarts for 7 Humagears, right? And that's leaving out the part where I also have like 5 or 6 of the Trilobite versions. Anyway, that's why I like Soto as well, is it's feasible to do stuff. Yeah, each Humagear would be like $100 right now. And also, like here's how the sticker sheets work for the Humagears. So you see you have like 2 options, so you can do blue or red. And then they don't come with stands themselves, but every Soto figure still comes with a sticker that will fit onto one of these stands, so if you have any duplicates, or you just, like, ask someone, hey, are you using the stand, can I buy it off you for $2? Then you can stick the sticker onto a stand and have, like, a little name-plated stand as well. Like, a lot of what SHF is doing that is really expensive when it's Rider, I think the like, objective value still exists for the Rider lines. I don't think the objective value exists in some of the other SHF lines, nor the quality ceiling. But, like, you know, that also means it's just not really feasible to, like, go all in on every single SHF Rider toy that ever comes out. It's unless that is your only collection, really. I just also I'm not impressed by the Marvel fig arts. I have a bunch of them. I'm probably gonna ditch them. They bring me no joy. Uh, SHF still bring me joy, but like it's a lot more rare now. It's just like if I get them, I get them. If not, I'll catch them sometime later. Um, and they're never gonna do these for me. They're never gonna. Yeah, this, by the way, look at this wave, right? Adam Midolinsky, I also sticker sheets with options. The way I deal with it is because these figures are so cheap, I just buy an extra copy. But like this wave, it's like Ikazuchi, and then two movie riders, and then a variant of the movie rider who comes with an accessory with a sticker on it that's designed to mimic if he was actually holding the thing and was visible behind it. And then also Humagears. It's like, this was a wave. This is a wave. Anything else kicking around here? I should probably close this up pretty soon. What do I want to do next? I have a script done. I can give you guys a little update on what I'm up to. I got the next script done is for Earthrise Wheeljack, because I then want to bounce off that and write one for Earthrise Sunstreaker, because I think it's cool how similar they are, despite actually physically sharing no parts, as far as I can tell. Right down to the internal structures. Then I'll probably see if I can write a fun little one for Cheetor here. I could probably write the script for Black Arachnia. I just can't do all the filming properly. Because she's got two of the same foot, and that's a problem. And I don't think, yeah, it's pinned in there. It's not even something I could easily swap out. So that's a shame. This is, by the way, is canon Black Arachnia's robot mode. I know you already know it, but I just wanted to share it with you. And I also want to do a stream of building some model kit stuff. Because now I've got the foam to store them in. I bought a thing that I couldn't afford, and I bought it anyway. So I want to build everything in here. This is Blood Bowl. The new Blood Bowl, second season edition. So I want to build everything in there, and then I want to install my foam that I got to put into the box for the figures to live in. Sunstreaker is not the same mold as Wheeljack, but they have the same transformation skeleton, despite sharing, as far as I can tell, literally none of the physical parts. Which blows me away. Earth Mode Sideswipe was in that big list of leaks that the drunk guy put up, so it seems like he's probably going to happen. More cooking streams, definitely. I want to be in the mood for those. They are important to me. Oh yeah, and so gonna bring some more VDO games back with non-digital gaming. I got a game I want to try to set up to stream playing a physical tabletop game. I'm probably gonna practice with some smaller ones, but that's something else I want to do because I'm enjoying it and I want to try filming it. It's not even like it was Leak Man that time, but like far as I can tell, it's like Leak Man from Leak Team 7 who's having a beef with Leak Team 2 or something. It's very silly. I can spell table. It's T-A-B-L-E. See, Baltan, I can spell. I did it right for you. That was a live Let's Play. Spell table. T-A-B-L-E. I won! Yes! I'm a winner! Yeah! Ha! I don't want to spell I-cup. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I've not heard a petition about remastering the PS3 Transformers games, but I have a feeling they live in a very depressing ownership limbo. Oh, Baltan, I haven't made a Magic deck in like a year and a half. I fell way the hell off. I don't want to get rid of any of it because I like playing Magic. I just hate actively participating in all the other parts of Magic. I like it as a game more than I like it as a lifestyle. So I mean, I have my one modern deck, and I have my pauper decks that I think half of them are banned now, but I did not grab any gods. Ikoria was after I gave up on Standard Magic. I gave up on Standard Magic right after War of the Spark. I didn't, nothing even about the quality of the games. I did not like, I spent 1 year keeping up with Standard, and by the end of it, I never wanted to do it again. Standard is horrible as an experience. It's fun as a play experience. It's horrible as a hobby experience. Even when you know it's going to happen, rotation feels very bad because a lot of you end up just with a lot of physical garbage. And I don't know, something about it I just really don't like. There's something about the disposability of the cards that I find really off-putting. Thank you for the super chat, Tenemis. Got to jump off for a night office call. Thanks for making the gap between work and night work a lot more enjoyable. Have a good call. I hope it goes well. EDH is forever. EDH needs the right groups. I had too many bad EDH experiences, too. Often against a blue deck. And I know there are ways to prepare for it, but I was like, I just don't want to. My favorite Magic is 60-card 1v1. I love the pace of it, and I love the speediness and the feel and the satisfaction of 60-card 1v1. I just hate everything, like all the baggage around it is so frustrating. That's why I really like the Ravnica guild kits. I got all 10 of them. I like those a lot because you can just play them against each other. And I decided afterwards, I was like, I own Magic the Gathering now in these 10 decks. These are like satisfying enough for me. And I like all my other cards, and I still want to build like decks when I can. I liked building pauper decks. That was really fun, like assembling pauper lists. Because pauper works in a similar way to me as the Ravnica guild kits. Is you can just like smack a bunch of pauper decks together, then you got a box of decks you can play against each other. And that's what I want. Is I want the gameplay. I don't want all the other stuff. If that makes any sense. I'm really glad I got very far away from it before the Secret Lair stuff started, because Secret Lair seems like a nightmare. And it seems like something else that would have put me tremendously off about halfway through. I want to get better at drafting. Cube draft I like the idea of, but I want to make a Transformers TCG cube because I like the Transformers TCG game more. So I'd want to do a cube in that first if I could. But yeah, I've now been having way more satisfaction with a lot of other tabletop experiences. The TCG's dead officially, but it lives on in a lot of very impressive player-made stuff. Thank goodness. Secret Lair is holy crap. I still check in on it because I want to know what they're doing. Secret Lair is such a good concept. At the very base level, we're gonna make to order some artist-oriented reprints, and it's like, that's cool. That's fine. If you do that, like, you know, do 2 sets a season, that's real cool. They didn't do 2 sets a season. At all. And then Secret Lair constantly takes a longer time to come out. The card quality sounds like it's really bad, and then when people are still waiting on hundreds of dollars of pre-ordered Secret Lairs, they drop like 6 more Secret Lairs with a 1-week window, or you'll never buy it again. And it's like, my god. And I also, part of the reason it also irritates me, not to get on a total soapbox, there are a lot of gaming stores whose very survival is at least partly contingent on moving Magic the Gathering product. moving a lot of Magic the Gathering product on many levels, be it sealed product or secondhand product, you know, singles, etc. And the nature of what those secret lairs are means that it behooves any store to order at least 2 of each. And it's like borderline sight unseen as to whether that'll even be worth it. I don't know. The whole thing rubs me really the wrong way. I think it's really ugly stuff. Not the cards themselves. The art's really cool, but the product type is very ugly. Getting into tabletop, like, board gaming stuff, there is already, like, a whole conversation about the use of FOMO, fear of missing out, in Kickstarter exclusive components of games. And then, like, there is a Magic the Gathering product that is, like, 100% built on the back of FOMO. That's all Secret Lair is. It should be about the artists who are making those variant cards. And it feels like 90% of the conversation and the marketing has nothing to do with that. It's about how you gotta get it now or you're never gonna get another chance. And I think it's insulting to the artists as much as it is insulting to the people who are supposed to buy all of it. So I'm just, ugh. Secret Lairs. Secret Lairs, blah. And that's leaving out the whole Walking Dead thing. I didn't even keep up with the Walking Dead thing. I kept up with it for 4 days, and I felt like I kept up with 2 months of Walking Dead stuff. That whole thing was a very bad idea. Basically, for those who don't know, who don't have the context, Secret Lair cards are already totally FOMO things, like, buy it now, you only get this, only made to order. But they're reprints. Then they did a set of cards based on The Walking Dead, which included mechanically unique and legal to play in at least one format, cards that were The Walking Dead characters, but also mechanically unique. So what that meant is, the way the Magic the Gathering works, if you don't own those cards, and then someday, in any time in the future, another card could come out that makes one of those mechanically unique cards suddenly incredible. But they were made to order. So if you didn't get yours then, have fun. And it kind of sucks. I mean, because also it seems like the conversation of, well, why don't you just proxy it, never enters the conversation. I'm hoping that changes now that it feels like professional paper magic is more and more becoming a thing of the past. Now that paper magic is a whole lot more about, like, just playing with friends, no friend should care if you're using a proxy card, as long as it's not letting you also, like, you know, feel for where the card is in your deck. So, my opinion, in future, if those Walking Dead cards become a problem, people just proxy them, and then anyone worth their scratch does not raise an issue when that proxy shows up, and just, you know, respects it's a proxy. I fully understand why you wouldn't want proxies when it's like we're having, you know, the Pro Tour with a lot of money on the line, and etc., etc. But outside of that realm, proxies should be normalized. When you're playing at your local store, proxies should be normalized for cards that cost more than $500 a piece. Proxies, absolutely. Don't normalize them in a local store when that is preventing people from buying singles from a store. But I'm talking about singles that are like maybe $50 for the card. A card that is $500+, the store should only have maybe 2 of those. People should be allowed to proxy that stuff, and players, that's what bothers me. I'm on this real rant now. What really bothers me is that the players also are like, well, don't proxy that. Don't proxy that. Because it's like, why? What does it have to do with you? Anyway, the Walking Dead stuff was after the Godzilla stuff. The Godzilla stuff was the way to do it. The Godzilla cards were just existing cards, and then they changed the art, and then they gave it a Godzilla name, and then underneath they were like, actually, it's this card. And, like, that's... But no, the Walking Dead characters were, like, mechanically unique, and Rick from The Walking Dead was, like, a good card, too, and that made it even worse. Anyway. gonna stop myself. I'm on that I haven't slept aggro energy, and I gotta save that for Doug Ford. Oh, Rick is still doing well in Legacy. Good. I am so... You know, one last thing. You know why I'm also so pro-proxy? Because proxying is work. I proxied a lot of Transformers cards for the sake of having a lot of decks built to have on hand, to test out decks and so other people could just play. Proxying is a lot of work. It's not easy. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out on my very long stream. One other thing this did to help, one other way this has helped me, is that now I didn't fall asleep at like 3 p.m., and now we're making progress. Desu Complex, proxying is where if say there's like a $300 card in a card game, and you just want to build a deck that has that card in it, you just take like a 5-cent card, and then you print a copy of the $300 card, like a JPEG of it, and slide that into the sleeve in front of the 5-cent card. As long as it's not so thick that you can tell the difference, that is basically what proxying is. It's just making a copy of an expensive card so you can mechanically use it in the game for the sake of playing the game. And yeah, you could also just like throw a little note in the card sleeve. At a certain point, though, in the one thing about proxying, it needs to be easy for your opponent, in my opinion. So if those notes are not easy to discern what they are at a glance, like doodle a bit. You know, make artwork out of it at least. Or you can just write with a ballpoint pen on a land card to avoid the thickness problem. That is true. I just hate it when it's like proxies are like so abstract that I actually have no idea what they are, because then I need to stop things. And I'm like, well, what is that again? What's the float? What was the Excel sheet so I know what is what? Or in my case, I need the proxy to say what the card does so that I remember what the card does. It's the theme of the next stream. It's the proxy stream. Anyway, one other thing I'll throw in here at the end. I keep doing this, but I keep wanting to throw in my little thoughts. One of my little things I want to try to do is I want to stream more often. So I did a stream in the first week of January, and now I did a stream in the second week of January. And I want to keep... It's never going to be, like, hard scheduled, and it's never going to be, like, this stream's always going to be about this. But I'm going to try to stream something every, like... I'd like to do it, like, every week or so, or at least every 10 days or so in that window. Because I like streaming, so it won't always be toys, it won't always be games, it won't always be cooking, it'll just be something. But I'll figure out a reason to stream, and then I'll just stream. Because it's fun. I have fun with it anyway. And I think it's also helping me go a little less crazy. Cyber Knight 1994, I do have a Twitch, it's Vangelis Central. When I do, like, video gaming streaming... I usually will do it there instead, and then put the VOD up over here. I would like to figure out Restream.io so I can have the stream going out to both. I don't think Restream exists for just my phone, so when I'm doing streaming with my phone, it's going to just be YouTube. But for gaming, I would like to be splitting the stream and shooting it to both platforms. Because I'd like to exist on Twitch as well, and I feel like doing game stuff on Twitch is relevant. I only have one stream on there, as I played Architects of the West Kingdom and Tabletop Sim, and I had a lot of fun doing that. The VOD's up over here under video games. But yeah, I want to stream more. And I think part of the reason I don't stream enough, or didn't stream enough, is I kept thinking I had to have like a good reason to stream. And now I've decided, why have a good reason when you could just do it? But anyway, There is going to be video game streaming because I need to do some Extra Life. I feel bad I didn't do any last year. And I have a Hades stream that I want to do. I've been thinking of for a while. But I will catch y'all later. If streams happen, if you've got like notifications on here, then you know you're gonna get the ping, right? For Twitch, Evangelist Central on Twitch, I don't remember. I think there's a notification bell on there if you want to get pinged on there too. I'm gonna try to be organized enough to at least like put a note up on the community tab here if I do a Twitch stream, but I don't always remember. But anyway, that's something I'd like to do more, and I am now doing it more. So I'll catch you all later. Have a good night. Hey, also very important, stay safe. I said this last stream, and I'm going to say it again. I demand your survival, so stay safe. Keep it real, y'all. In the name of the king, I'm trying to find the end button. Ah!